A show duct taped together by broken promises and hopes and dreams. Recorded in the corner of Wade's dirty bathroom. Get ready for WMBT.
Celebrities used to feel untouchable, yet now they just feel replaceable. And the data seems to back that up, folks. Remember when movies used to be magic? You'd line up, buy that overpriced popcorn, sit in the dark, and then leave, quoting movie lines for years to come. Today, lots of celebs seem to have ruined that whole experience by lecturing us about politics from their private jet while someone cuts their food for them. Way back when, they kept their opinions to themselves for the most part, recognizing their reality is very different than ours. They also seem to have a little more class and appreciation for the fans, whether the timing was convenient for them or not. They still showed them love. Today, celebrities seem entitled to that fame and not exactly friendly to the fans that give them the privileged lifestyle they lead. A major engine of celebrity culture has always been the movie business, but attendance has dropped dramatically. In the 1980s, people went to the movies about 5 times a year. Today, it's fewer than 3. By 2023, total ticket sales fell to around $852 million, nearly half of what it once was. At the same time, costs have exploded. A big 80s film like Die Hard would have been about $75 million in today's money, while modern franchises like The Avengers regularly exceed $200 million. That's a 3 to 5x increase passed on to an audience that's increasingly disengaged. Studios once relied on charismatic stars, strong scripts, and emotional storytelling. Now, the focus has shifted to a CGI spectacle and IP-driven franchises like Fast and the Furious and Star Wars. And when the brand matters more than the performer, Hollywood clearly isn't interested in discovering the next Al Pacino or Jack Nicholson, which sucks for us. It's time, folks. The moment you've all been waiting for. The 2026 WMBT Celeb Arrest Awards, where you won't have to endure any painful acceptance speeches that make you want to pierce your neighbor with a pencil. All right, kids, let's get straight to it. First up, in June of 1996, Robert Downey Jr. was arrested for speeding on PCH while in possession of heroin, cocaine, and a .357 Magnum. But later that month, he decided that he wanted to go back to his comfy cell, so he trespassed into a neighbor's home and passed out in some poor kid's bedroom. We can call Robert many things, but boring definitely isn't one of them. Next up, Matthew Fox from the hit TV show Lost. He was charged with misdemeanor DUI and driving without a license. But he made my list because he's the only celeb I found who seemed to be crying in his mugshot, bless his heart. Frank Sinatra is the only celebrity to have ever been arrested for seduction, enticing a woman to have sex with a promise of marriage, which was a criminal offense at the time. The charges were later dropped when it was discovered that the woman was already married, resulting in a shift to an adultery charge, which was also later dismissed. Kids. Woody Harrelson is dancing onto my list because he was arrested for dancing naked in traffic and then running from police. I suppose they didn't really appreciate his jig. Now, saving the best for last, Rip Torn, known for his performance in Men in Black, among other roles. One night, he decided to break into a bank to later claim that he thought it was his house. You can't make this shit up, folks. The following numbers should scare the shit out of Hollywood, but I don't think it does. The Oscars used to pull in 40 to 45 million viewers in a given night. Now they're lucky to hit 18. And then the Grammys went from nearly 40 million viewers down to the single digits some years. That's not a dip. That's an extinction level event. Meanwhile, someone filming themselves eating cereal is pulling more viewers than most Oscar winners. Think about that for a second. The biggest night in film and music can't even compete with a guy pouring milk. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. There was a time once when you didn't know what your favorite celebrity ate for breakfast, nor did you know their political opinions or what they thought about every single global event before you even had your morning coffee. Actors like Al Pacino or Jack Nicholson didn't show up in your pocket 15 times a day. They simply appeared on the screen and then disappeared. That's part of what made them feel larger than life. Mystery creates distance, and distance creates fascination. The more you see them, the less special they feel. Celebrities stopped being special the moment they became too loud, too entitled, and too accessible. The pedestal has gone. The mystery is dead. And everyday people with phones are starting to take their place. And maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Wait, Martin's video thingy.
Oh, God.
Don't subscribe.
WMVP.